Well, for generations, we've been warned to steer clear of fat by dietitians and doctors. But in recent times, a new enemy has been exposed, and the anti-sugar movement is gaining momentum. Damien Hansen reports tonight on a family that decided to do an experiment, go without sugar for 2 months.
If food processors could get away with embedding nicotine in our food supply, they would.
Something there to eat, you eat it. Always on the go.
There's nothing here for you. Walk away from the jams. They are just an excuse to eat sugar.
We're all a bunch of junkies, hopelessly addicted to sugar.
It's embedded in just about every processed food we eat.
I'm partial to a chocolate biscuit at night time before bed, so a pack of Chocky Bickies, ice cream for the kids, or, ice blocks on the weekends.
Meet the Augustins, an ordinary family about to make the extraordinary decision to turn their back on sugar.
We can do it. I think we can do it. It's all about knowledge and preparation, I think. We just need to be prepared.
I'll struggle.
Under the guidance of author and anti-sugar campaigner David Gillespie, the Augustins' detox begins with a visit to the doctors.
So your first meat reading on your blood pressure is a little bit high at 142 on 86.
Dad Mike's a 41-year-old with the early signs of obesity. Dr Bruce Chadfield runs a series of tests.
And if we find that is high, then that's an indication of insulin resistance, meaning your pancreas is having to produce more insulin to overcome your body's resistance to it.
Mum Leslie's in relatively good health but wants a freshen up.
The trap is to think of it as a diet. If you think of it as a diet, you're on the scales every 5 minutes and you're thinking to yourself, the only measure of the outcomes here is my weight, and that's not true.
But dropping the kilos and feeling better is the goal, so Leslie's preparing the household for some changes.
The kids, one of the things they used to love on weekends is having the popper juices, and I had a look at the sugar content on those and I nearly fell over.
Sugar and fat-filled foods are the biggest sellers in the supermarkets. Sauces, confectionery, cakes, pastries, cordials, soft drinks, fruit drinks, the list goes on. In the 19th century, our diets included about 1 kilogram of sugar a year, mainly in fruit. Now we're eating 50 kilograms a year. That's about a kilo a week.
If everyone's talking about it, everyone's a lot more aware of it, and everyone's reading the backs of the products they're eating and making sure that they're not buying something that's high in sugar.
Helping with the transition, author of Sweet Poison, David Gillespie.
Okay, so what about the cordials, or the diet cordials? Because I normally would get something in a diet cordial.
Well, a diet cordial's fine. It's in the same category as the Coke Zero.
The bitter truth about the amount of sugar the Augustins consume every day is starting to hit home.
None of these juices are okay. All these juices contain as much sugar as an equivalent amount of soft drink.
Fruit snacks, no good.
That's a problem because these are, you can see it says they're in syrup. The third ingredient in these products is sugar. So 15% sugar by weight is not equivalent to eating a pear.
It's amazing. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with the pear.
When you quit smoking, or you quit sugar, or you quit any other addictive substance, you go through withdrawal.
Mike will feel the effects of withdrawals the most. As a wharfie, he works night shifts. He eats what he can, when he can.
Chips, soft drinks, you have your lollies, snack bars, anything. Just to fill you up, keep you going.
Not anymore.
So none of this sort of thing?
No, definitely not.
Obviously with the honey.
As soon as you see honey on the label, it's another way of saying lots of sugar in this product. The other great choice in the cereal aisle is just plain oats.
Okay.
Porridge.
Porridge, yeah.
Great
Coming into winter. Yeah.
This is the stuff you want. Yep, good. That one's fine.
David, Leslie, to me, this doesn't look like you're on a diet.
No, but it just goes to show that, yes, when you take sugar out of food, there's a lot of things you can't eat, but there's still a lot of things you can eat.
4 weeks into the 8-week challenge, and already Leslie has a spring in her step.
I used to get home at the end of the day and I'd just be exhausted, but I've got loads of energy. I stay up and I get stuff done, and on the weekends running around with the kids.
She hasn't dropped any weight, but her skin is glowing and she's feeling energised. And as for Mike, well, he's gone from this...
Till the wife turned around and sort of raped me into this. So, got to give it a go, see what happens.
To this.
Can you believe you have lost all this weight in sugar? Hold on to this, and that, and that. That and that is what you were carrying around 4 weeks ago.
I'm practically in the same spot.
Right about there.
Yep. Well, the doctor called me in, said what I was doing wasn't good, and I need to change my habits. So I have.
And just in time, Mike had signs of a fatty liver and was on track to becoming a diabetic.
Never worried about it. Always been around the same weight for the last 5 years, so never fluctuated, always sat around the same area.
Time for a change.
Time for a change.